Okay, so this is a sample application. Actually, I don't have a current server to deploy this one, so I deployed it my local machine and recording it video. Let's see. So I just deployed my other laptop, so I'm just trying to initiate here. Just show some demo video. I mean some demo screens. So here are the things. So what are the technology I used? So the Spring Boot 3, Java 17, MySql database, and added some extra library for the enhancement. Then we have a pipeline. So once we deploy it, then we add a pipeline. So these are things. Okay, let's start. Mm, so we can initiate this from Postman, but instead of that, I added a Swagger API. So that's a kind of a documentation library. It will default generate that whatever API we wrote, that it will list out. So here you can see what are the APIs we have it and what are the request and response pojo we have it. Currently I hide response object, only showing a request object. So here you can see, so these are login requests, so this will full for front-end developers. For the login thing, basically they need a username, password, and role. The role is a enum value. They can pass this one. Other than the value, it will return failure. Like this for sign up. So these are the local server URL. We have a login and a register. Okay, so I'll show that login. So basically here you can see what is the request object, what is the type, and what is the response it will come. And here you can try out. We have option, instead of Postman you can try out here. It will it's enter. So yeah, here I'm initiating, so it will execute the DB and it will print the database. I mean it will connect database and it will return the value. So here you can get the code for initiating that request, and these are my API path URL, and this is the response. So this is the thing common. So I this one actually secondary thing uh, for the sign up, same here I just show you. Sorry, I'll same, like you can see the request response how it look like, and here you can try out, like I'll enter the same detail. Okay, so I entered my same number, so this will throw the error, like account is already exist with the mobile number, so we are targeting mobile as a primary thing. So and we have a each unique error code that I mentioned in the source code, so we can list out all the error codes we can modify. So if you want to change, I'll just change the mobile number and registering. Okay, so now the new user was registered, so we can try this new register. So here I entered 4. Here you can see the John details. So for the 4th number 2, you can get my data. So like this. So this is a sample application. Actually plan to add a encryption and header validation, but if I add those things you cannot test here. So again you need to copy and you need to try from Postman. I mean you will get some access token here. Currently the access token is empty. I'm plan to add it, but I'll add it in pipeline. So we have to copy the access token here and we need to pass as a header. then only you will get the response for other APIs. So this is a basic idea I have it. So these are the one, it's a swagger 3 actually, used for the documentation. So here it will developer, I mean it will for developers, they can read that request response and they can live test the API. So other thing I have, that is actuators, health monitor, I think. Yeah, we added yeah, so this is the another library we using. This will tell the our application systems, other systems, down systems are active or not. So here we can check. So basically it returns some JSON. We will build some front-end application with this JSON. Like if we call this one, it will return some value. We can read it and we can use it. For example, we copy it and paste it here. Okay, so here it will return that value. We just return. It will tell what is the details we have it, metrics. Um, for example, yeah, let me check the health of our systems. Yeah, so it will tell whether status, our MySQL is running, its up status, and other things. So down systems, everything's up or down. If we saw any down, then we can take action for that. So this kind of monitor application, it's useful for our end only, it's not for the customer okay. So those are the things. So here so these are things. Currently I use my local DB, so I mentioned here. If I'll share the code in GitHub,